Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, whenever you're doing this. Hope you're all well. Neck exercises like we usually do to start with. So if you've got your ball, pop that underneath the back of your head. Make sure it's on the back of the head, not the neck. And you're going to do what you've done for the last couple of weeks, which is going side to side. You can do about 8 or 10 of those. And then you do your chin tucks. Again, 8 or 10 of those as well. And then you'll do your circle. So there you go, nice and small to start, and then you go big on the other set. So 5 little sets one way, and then the bigger set, go back, and then do 5 of those each way. So once you've done that, press pause just to do those neck exercises, just because it does warm up the body, relaxes the body if you've been rushing around in the morning, so that you can just do those neck exercises and start the main bit. What we're going to use is the band today, the ball, and then if you've got your cushion as well. Pause and then just do those neck exercises and then start again. And we're going to start with the band in our hands. And we're going to have as much as you want. You can have a lot of slack in the middle if you'd like to make it easy, or if you want to make it hard, then not a lot of slack at all. So sitting up nice and tall. Try not to strangle the band if possible. Try and have as little as hold. So you almost just want your thumb really to be holding onto this. You're going to plant your elbows onto your waist. Sit nice and tall. We're going to do dumb waiter. So this is just opening the arms as far as you can, keeping your elbows connected to your waist, and then let the arms come back. There you go, out to the side. Think of a tray across the arms and the hands, so your hands must stay flat, and so is that right angle from your middle finger towards your elbow, so you're not up here, your elbows aren't also down here, you've got a nice level surface. And we're going to go for 6. We've done 2, so let's do 4 more. And go once more. And then from here, you're going to turn your hands over, holding the band. If you want, do the same distance apart as you were before. And you're going to have your arms just resting either on your legs. If your legs are long, just rest them on your thighs. If your legs are crossed, just rest them in front of you. Again, sitting tall. Just going to raise your arms slightly off the floor. Again, holding on just with your thumbs. We're going to do 6, but we're facing palms down. And we're going to open the band out. 2, 3, 4, 5, let's go once more, 6, and we're going to go above our head, so not the nicest one, so we're going to go up and above, and the arms are again in front of your face. Don't take the arms behind your head. You should always be able to see the fingers out of the corner of your eyes in this one, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to pull the band out to the side. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then rest the arms back down, and we're going to go down to lying. So let's start by doing, first of all, let's bring the hips under the head, and we're going to pop the ball in between underneath the feet. We're going to plant both of those on there, and then making sure that the hips are nice and level on the top here. And we're going to do double knee drops. We did these about 2 weeks ago, so we're going to try and do those again, and it's all just trying to get that understanding of control and the inside thigh muscles working. So nice and slowly, if you can, try and keep the inside of your feet together. It doesn't matter about the soles. You're going to open the knees at the same speed towards the floor. You're only going to go so far. You can't go too far if you feel like you're losing the control across the front of your hips. You should still feel really level at the top here. Now think of the inside thigh muscles. I want you to squeeze those muscles as you bring your knees at the same speed back. and then they meet again at the top. Let's go again. So maybe you go a little further on the next one, or maybe you go a little less, but just if you want, you can keep peeking and seeing if you are going out at the same speed with both of those legs. Again, just make sure you only go so far that you've got the weight still equally weighted on both sides of the glutes and the hips. Inside thighs, let's bring these back together. If you're like me and you've got very mobile hips, your feet won't stay together, but if you are a little less flexible, then your feet probably will stay together, and hopefully it will just make these hips open further for you. And then again, think of the thighs squeezing together as you come back in the middle. Let's go 2 more times. So let the legs go. All about the control. Little bit of tummy so you're not going to sway too far on one side. And then again, squeeze your thighs together as you bring your legs and knees together. Let's just do 1 more again. Let's go out. Nice and controlled. Again, your feet that are on the feet on the ball right now, if they feel like they're over wobbling, you just need to slow it down, and then we go a little bit less. And again, squeeze the thighs to bring the legs back together again. And then we're going to do the normal version, which is a little bit less controlled. You've got to do 1 at a time, but you are making sure that the other leg is deadly still. It doesn't budge in the slightest. So you go out to the side with 1 leg this time. Same thing, but you won't go as far because you've got to keep this leg straight. As soon as you feel the urge of this one moving or your bottom lifting, you know that's when you stop. And then you come back, make sure it touches the other knee, and the same to the other side, so you let the other leg open out. You only go so far that this leg stays very still and the opposite bottom doesn't need to lift off the floor at all. And then close it back into the center again. Other side, open up. Only so far. And then come back, close in. And again, other side, open up. And then close, come back. Last one. And close back up. And then just take the feet off the ball for a moment. And then just find it wherever it may be. And we're going to just pop it so it goes underneath the bottom. Make sure it feels it's comfy. It goes in the middle of the 2 bottom and lower back. Make sure it's in the center of the hips as well. And then you're going to bring both of your knees up into tabletop. So check your feet. Bring one up. Squeeze those toe muscles a little more as you pick up the second leg. Nice and relaxed legs. And we're going to just do a little easy one to start with. We're just going to do some toe taps, and then we're going to do leg lifts. So we're going to slowly just do 4 to each side. So just going to slowly let the whole thigh drift away from the body line. If you want to, you can tap your toe. Slowly come back in when the legs are nice and light. And again, left, right leg, gently. And back, all in these tummy muscles. So light legs. And nice and slow, no need to rush. Keep the angle in the knee and just drifting the thigh away. We've got 2 left on each leg. Breathing all the way through. Last one on each leg. Let's go 1 more time. And then bring those feet back down. So, next one, we've done this many times before. So, what we're going to achieve is hopefully the tummy doing most of the work, and these legs are going to just relax and chill out. We're not going to have that horrible sharp pain across the front of the thighs. So, it feels and it looks sort of basic, but it will get a little bit harder because we are going to start taking arms and all that sort of stuff off the floor as well. But just to practice, you're going to just literally think if the tummy's really working here, and you're going to just gently lift one leg up. I want you to think of a dial. I want you to switch that dial up to the max, and I want you to then lift the second leg without a wobble on the ball, and the legs should feel as light as a feather. The feet don't need to work, but the tummy is working all the time. As you go down, the first leg's really tricky because it's the heavier one, and I want you to just gently place it on the floor, and then the second one goes back down as well. What we're going to do now is we're going to bring up one of the arms into the air, the other arm's down by your side, and we're going to repeat that. So lift up one leg, and then when you've got a little bit more tummy, squeeze and lift up that second leg. Relax the legs. Now slowly go down with the first and the second, and we're going to switch the arms. So put that one down, let's bring the other one up. So let's go again. So lift the arm, lift the leg, I should say. Lift a bit more tummy. Let's lift that second leg. Try not to wiggle on the ball. Fluffy light legs. And then on the first leg down, it's nice and slow. I should barely be able to, if I was there, it just touched the floor so gently. I won't be able to hear your foot getting down on the floor. And then we're going to bring the arms down. Now, making it harder, this is going to test if you are using the tummy muscles or if you've just been flinging up the legs. If you find this one really tricky, just go back to the other one that we just did with that one arm at a time, but it does sort of echo to me that you won't be using your tummy muscles. If it's too wobbly, it means you've been using your legs. So tummy muscles key in this one. So both arms up this time. So both arms in front of you. So nice and slowly, you're going to pick up one leg. Really think about the tummy now. Squeeze. This leg is very light from the start. So think of light leg. And you're going to bring it up. You should feel nice and steady. First one's going to come back down. So gently descend. Gently, 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 gently. And then the second one comes down nice and easily. We're going to do that again, but we're going to take the arms an inch wider. And again, let's take the first knee towards us. Now more of that tummy. Remember, light leg as you lift it in. Nice and steady. Now slowly start to let the leg go back. Tummy, 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 light legs, light feet. And then the second one comes back down. Again, we're going to do the same thing. And we're going to do, again, an inch wide with our arms. So lift the first leg up. Second one, nice and light with the leg. Tummy switched on. No wobble on the ball. First leg goes back down. And the second one. And again, rearrange the feet, just check they're in the right place. Let's go another inch wider. So the arms are quite wide now, so it's a little unstable. Same again, last one. Let's lift the leg up. Really slowly, let's pick up that second one. Push all your weight onto the ball. Make your bottom feel heavy on top of that ball. Nice and light with the feet and legs. Let's go down. Let's slowly, slowly do it. And then the second one, nice and slow. And then bring your arms down by your side. So it's a nice sort of tummy exercise that you don't really see it as a tummy exercise, but you will feel that one in the morning. It's really working those underneath muscles. Okay, so let's just take the ball out for a moment. And we're just going to pop it in between our knees just for a sec. So just to practice first, we're just going to bring the feet and knees hip distance apart. The hips are nice and level. So what we're going to do next is we're going to be in spine curls. And we're going to do some pulses when we get to the top. So just to start, we're just going to pulse the knees together just now. We're going to do 2 sets of 10, and then we're going to do that when we go up. And we'll do the exact same thing, 2 sets of 10, having a break in between the two. So we're going to just go nice and slowly, and we're going to start to squeeze our ball between our knees. We're going to squeeze, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Have a quick pause, making sure the inside thighs were working. They are the ones that should be burning. You'll feel a pelvic floor action going on as well, hopefully. So making sure you're drawing in your pelvic floor and you're opening up across the chest. You're not clenching as you pulse. Everything above your tummy button is relaxed. We're going to do another set of 10. So let's go. So going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And again, inside of those thighs should definitely be burning. Right, moving on. So from here, we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to be in the air. So we've got inside thighs and glutes burning all at the same speed. So when you're ready, you're going to come up. We're going to lift the bottom off the floor, push our tailbone up, lifting up, push the knees forward. So now block the bottom glutes. Glutes are lifted, they're staying on. You're not going to slowly migrate down because you're pulsing. They're going to stay still. We're going to do 10. So when you're ready, we're going to pulse. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then let's go down nice and slowly. And then back to the start. We've got 1 left. So same again. Inside thighs, glutes. Push those hips up, chest is heavy. Bottom is switched on, don't let it drop down now. Let's squeeze the thighs. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Down you go. And just drop that ball. Give those knees a good squeeze towards the chest. And then just pop this out of the way to one side and then pop your feet back on the floor. Okay, so from here we're going to do some curl-ups. We're going to do some oblique curl-ups and then we're going to add in some legs afterwards. So we're going to pop the hands underneath the head. Excuse me. Opening the arms nice and wide. Keep the... Sorry, I just sucked in some air. And then you go. So we're going to keep the arms open throughout. So try not to let the arms wrap around the head. Feet hip distance apart. And we're going to start nice and easy. We're going to do a twist. We're going to do oblique curl up. So nice deep breath in. And as you breathe out, tuck the chin, curl the head, neck and shoulders away. Keep your hips still. Armpits stay open. You're going to twist one armpit in line with the opposite knee. Coming back into the middle. Let's go to the other side. Twist the other armpit in line with the opposite knee. And then come back into the centre. And roll back down. With all of those, legs are staying completely still. Don't let them go in the opposite direction. That's what they'll try and do. But don't let that happen. Right. Same again. Deep breath. Breathing out, up you come. Keep your hips still. Let's twist. Armpit in line with opposite knee. Into the centre. Other side. Into the centre. And roll back down. We've got 4 left. Nice deep breath. Curl up. Keep those feet, hips and knees completely still. And back. Twist. And back. And roll back down. Let's go again. We've got 3 left. Deep breath. And breathing out. Twist armpit in line with opposite knee. And other side. Twist that armpit towards the opposite knee. Roll down. And again, 2 left. Deep breath. Let's go up. Breathe out. And armpit towards the opposite knee. And back. Other side. And back. And roll back down. And again, let's go last time. Deep breath. And up. Let's twist. And back. Let's twist. come back, and then roll back down. So those side tummy muscles is what you should be feeling after that one. Just have a quick pause before we then do the next bit. So it's going to get a little bit harder. So we're now going to add some legs. So we're going to do opposites, but we are going to hold the position when we're there. So we're going to try and do 4 on each side if that is possible for you. Now, let's put the hands back behind our head again, and let's scoop up these knees into a tabletop. So I'll show you one so you get the idea of what you're meant to be doing, and then we'll start once you've had a look at what we're doing. So your knees will be in, curl forwards. Now you're going to twist to the bent knee and you're going to straighten the other leg, and you're going to switch. You're going to twist your bent knee, straighten your other leg, twist your bent knee, and then coming back into the centre at each point. Now 8 in total. We're going to do 4 to each side. It's a bit of a killer, so that's why we're going to hold it up there and just get it done. So when you're ready, knees up, deep breath, and up you come. Now when you're ready, we're going to do 4, nice and controlled. You're going to twist your bent knee, straighten the other leg. That's 1, 2, 3. Keep your arms open. 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one. 8. Roll back down and pop your feet back on the floor. So those muscles you just used before on the side, you probably just feel them a little bit more intensely now, as they've just done the same thing, but with the legs up, it just loaded it a little more, so they had to work a little harder. So have a quick pause. We are going to do that once more. So hands behind the head again, knees back up. Let's go for it. So deep breath, let's curl forwards. Let's twist the bent leg, straighten the other one. 1, 2, 3. Breathing out, you go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Down you go. Pop your feet on the floor and take a nice long stretch. And reach the arms above your head, nice long stretch. And then coming back out. So next what we're going to do is we're going to bring our feet together. So if you just look at my feet, I don't know if you can see them from there, but what you're going to do is you're going to bring your feet together so they're touching. You're going to open your feet into a V. Your heels are still touching. You're now going to get those heels to join in where the toes went to. And then you're going to let the toes go out just once more. So you've got a wide stance. So you've got almost, if you've ever done ballet before, a second position. So feet are turned out and you've got a bigger gap in between your thighs. And then we're going to put the hands again back behind the head, linking the fingers together, and we're going to do side to side reaches. So nice deep breath in. As you breathe out, you're going to curl up. The hands are going to go towards the feet, and we're going to do 1 on each side. We're going to reach towards the toes into the centre. Let's go to the other side. Reach towards the toes, come back into the centre. Your hands go back, your head rolls back down. Whole time your feet and knees are not moving, they're stuck, they're frozen in time. And we're going to try and do 6 of those. So let's go. We're going to curl up. As you breathe out, keep your hips and legs still, reaching forwards. Let's go. Reach and back, reach, come back, hands back, roll back down. And again, 5 more. Breathe out. Reach and reach. Let's go towards the toes. Towards the toes. Bottom doesn't move either. Hands back. Down we go. And again, 4 more. Deep breath. reaching, and let's go. 1, 2, the hands go back, rolling down, and again, deep breath. 3 left, up we go. Reach forwards, now reach towards the toes, to the toes, hands are back, down we go, and again 2 left, and up, reach forwards, and reach, hands are back, and down you go, and again deep breath, breathing out, and forwards with the arms, and let's go. 1, 2, hands go back, and roll back down, and then again take a nice stretch, and the arms go above the head, and then bring the arms back where they were, and then we're just going to roll onto our side, and we're going to come and sit up. So if you were in any of the classes last week, don't worry if you weren't, we did some rollbacks and we used the ball as a little bouncer. We may have done it 2 or 3 weeks ago before then. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the ball to sort of engage the tummy muscles, so we're going to bounce and then come back up again, so it's a little bit more of a quicker reaction rather than going slowly, but you're not going to go all the way down to the floor. So what we're going to do is you're going to find a place where the ball is most comfortable going, so everyone's got different preferences. So for me, that's quite comfortable, it's sort of just above my bra strap, and I feel like I could still be able to get back up again, so you can have it really close, you can have it almost by your lower back as well if you want to make it easy. So what we're doing is the feet are on the floor, knees are bent, and the hands are underneath the backs of our thighs. So sitting nice and tall, we're going to make a C curve to start with. So you're going to roll your bottom underneath your hips, and your shoulders are going to round over your shoulders, over your hips I should say. Now we're going to roll back, make sure your hands slide with you. You're going to keep that C shape in your spine until you find your ball. You're going to bounce on the ball, and you're going to straight away come back up in your C curve, and you come and sit tall again. If it was too easy, you push it further back. So I found that just a little too easy. So I'm just going to move my ball a little closer towards my cushion. We're going to do 6 like that. So nice and tall. You're going to start by just tucking shoulders over the hips. Now, keep the C shape in that spine. Let's roll it back. Hands are gliding behind the thighs. You're going to go all the way until you bounce in your ball. You're going to come back up in your C curve. And you're going to sit up tall. Same again. Let's go. Shoulders over the hips. Tuck your bottom underneath. Rolling back. Wherever you're comfortable going to. And when you're ready, bounce and return. Over into your C shape. Sit tall. 4 left. Bottom, shoulders, and rolling back. And bounce. Back you come. And sit up tall. 3 left. Bottom and shoulders over hips. Let's roll. Make sure your hands are still sliding behind the backs of your thighs. Bounce on the ball. Up you come. And sitting tall. And 2 left. Shoulders over those hips. Roll back. Bounce. And up you come. Final one. Bottom, shoulders, and let's roll back. Bounce. And back. And sit tall. And then relax your legs. From here, just going to do some waist twists. So you're just going to pop the hands on top of your head. sit nice and tall, and we're going to go towards the left first. You're going to twist your head, shoulders, and your ribs and chest. Keep your legs still. Into the middle again. Other side, twist. And into the middle again. Other side, twist. And into the middle. And again, twist. Back into the middle. Let's go once more each side. Back into the middle. Last one. And then back into the middle, and then bring your arms back down. So that's a really good one just to do at any free time. It's really good if you feel that you're sort of struggling to breathe, or if you've got a tight chest, or if there's any anxiousness or anxiety. It's really good to just sort of like open up that area by just twisting it. If you've got digestion problems, if you've got tummy ache, it's also a really good one to get things moving around in that department. So from here, we're going to go onto our side. And we're going to do the little leg series. So we're going to just pop the cushion, or your towel, whatever you've got, in half. And you're going to fit yourself to the back of your mat. And we're going to bring the arm up and above our head. Pop the cushion in between the head and the arm. And then we're going to bring both our legs straight. And they're going to go at the front corner of our mat. So first one, we're just going to leave the hand just in front, just a little of support for just the forwards and backwards motion that might happen in this one. Now, tummy switches on. We're going to lift the leg up. Once you're in your positions, leg comes up to hip height. We're going to flex our foot, and it's like we're going to kick a football coming forwards. And we're going to drag the ball back. Kick forwards. Drag back. We go to 10, so that's 2, so let's go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then bring it back down. So tummy should have worked, hips definitely should have worked. Let's put the hand on our hip this time. Feel like you want to pull your waist as long as possible. And I want you to keep this as open as possible, the rib to hip gap. It's not going to scrunch up, we're going to keep it nice and opened out, almost pushing your hand down on that hip to keep it open. And you're going to lift your leg up. I'm going to go up and down. I'm going to do 10 of these, but keep your waist long. We're going to go up. 2. 5. 7. 9. 10. And bring the leg down. That should burn the bottom if you kept your your waist nice and long. Okay, hand back on the front now. And we're going to go back and do some circles. So top leg lifts up just to hip height. Let's do teeny tiny circles. We're going to do 6 one way and 6 back the other way. So off you go. And I'm going to go back the other way. And rest the leg back down. And then we're going to roll over. Let's do it all over again on the other side. So roll yourself on the other side. So back on the mat. arm at the back of the mat, head at the back of the mat, shoulder, and then popping yourself so you've got your legs to the front, and then you've got your hand in the front here just for stability for the first one. So forwards and backwards to begin with. So we're going to lift the top leg up, flex the foot, let's kick forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Rest that leg on the floor. Let's just have a quick hit of the bum if you need to. And then again, we're going to do up and down. So your hand goes on your hip. Pull the waist as long as possible. Get that hip to stay still. Lift your top leg up. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and rest. Just let the leg have a quick pause. Hand back in front, circles, top leg lifts, 6 each way, off you go. I'm going to go back the other way. And rest the leg down. And then from here, just come onto your knees and push yourself down. Drop the bottom onto the ankles and the heels and stretch the arms all the way up to the top of your mat. Nice and carefully come up and then stand up. So from here, let's just bring those feet hip distance apart, soften up those knees. Let's roll down, so nice and floppy in the arms and head. Let's start to go towards the floor. Keep that C shape in your spine that we practiced earlier. Nice heavy feet. Don't let the knees knock. And just let the head feel heavy. Just hold it there. And slowly let's roll back up. Push your tail down. Drive your hips forwards. All the way up. All the way past your shoulders. Fab. Well done. And I will see you next week. Have a fantastic week and weekend.